Hi, Aquarius rising sign. Here is your weekly forecast starting on the 12th of April until the 20th of April. Well, there is a massive third house energy activation for you, an intellectual and potentially a social powerhouse that you are experiencing right now. These actions are very concentrated in your third house, the house of communication, local community projects, as well as rewiring your mindset, and your first house, the house of self. It feels like you're rebranding the way you think, how the world perceives your identity. I think it's time to speak your truth. This week, the universe is supercharging your third house, the area of your chart that rules your mind, your voice, your siblings, your local environment. You are moving from a period of internal processing to a massive public relaunch of your ideas. It's you becoming an intellectual authority. I think you are moving away from being a passive observer to becoming kind of like the lead person of your own narrative. So Mars conjuncts Neptune in your third house. That's the very first aspect, which is already happening on the 13th. And yes, it's very easy to, for example, get into an argument. It's very easy to say something that might be hurting someone's feelings. It might be yours, or you are hurting someone else's. So just watch out for kind of like the passionate way of talking. But also, Mars in Aries usually wants to speak fast and blunt, but Neptune adds that thick layer of divine mist. You might find yourself searching for words or feeling a bit scatterbrained today. This is not a day for signing high stakes technical contracts. Instead, use this energy for poetry, creative writing, brainstorming. Your intuition is speaking louder than your logic. So listen to those whispers, not necessarily the noise. And maybe this is also about cutting out the noise because Neptune loves resting. So count to 10 before you say something. So your mind is a little bit in the clouds, but Venus in your fourth house is talking to Jupiter in your sixth. So this is about restoring harmony within your family at home. Maybe you get support from your family or your living situation that makes your daily work much smoother. Maybe potentially you find someone who wants to buy your property, because Jupiter represents money in your chart, or someone who wants to rent your property out. If you work from home, today can feel exceptionally productive and balanced. I think lean into a bit of a comfort. It's your anchor while your mind explores new territories. And in order for your mind to work, sometimes you have to be taking a bit of a rest as well, rest as well. So it is also about pampering. Now we've got Mercury Uranus on 29 degree, aligned with Aries new moon. So the sextile happens on 29 degree. So this happens between your second and fourth house. So there might be a sudden realization about your income or a property matters. You finally see the logic in financial shifts, or you have been putting off. Again, this might be talking to you about selling a property of yours, or maybe you see a solution, for example, what you can do, how you can rebuild the foundation, or maybe you are ready to have a talk with family members about money as well. But it really feels like it's a financial shift. It really feels like that this sextile clears the deck for the new moon on the 16th that is happening in your third house. This is a go signal that I'm ready to share a message. I'm ready to launch, for example, a podcast. I'm ready to start the blog, have that bold, honest conversation with a sibling or a neighbor. Mars sextile Pluto also gives you that power to transform your identity through words. So when you speak today, the world sees a more powerful version of yourself because maybe you are able to show confidence while you are talking. In my membership program, I'm going to be breaking down this third house degree specifically for you, Aquarius rising. We are looking at how to use this law of Aries fire energy to kind of sharpen your message without burning bridges, because that's a huge danger here. So check the website or the membership tab here for that video. It's going to be taking place on the 14th. Even Mercury moves into your third house. So This is going to be a bit of a fiery communication there. Confusing. We might not understand the message that we are receiving, or someone doesn't understand the message that we try to share with others, but we feel super motivated to get something across because Mars is there too. But then Mercury runs into Saturn on the 18th. And this is kind of like you making a commitment that you are going to be speaking your truth, you are going to study something. So if the new moon was the spark, Saturn is the commitment. So this is a day for serious study, finalizing a manuscript, setting firm boundaries in your local community with your siblings. It's kind of like you creating a mental fortress, a way of thinking that is both very inspired as well as incredibly disciplined as well. We finished the week on the 20th with quite a massive event, and that's a Pluto-Juno conjunction. This is going to be the first pass of three. So it's kind of like you are entering into this powerful contract with yourself. You're ready to transform. You're ready to transform your physical presence, your personal identity. You are committing to that level of personal sovereignty that will define your path in the next 1 year or even for years to come. You are learning that your most important partner is the person you see in the mirror, and potentially you have to be making peace with that. So, Aquarius rising, your mind is your greatest tool this week. Use it to dream big, then build a structure to make it real. Do like or subscribe and tell me in the comments what truth are you speaking with this new moon coming up. So I hope to see you next week as well. Take care. Bye bye.